Hello, hello. Welcome. I'm about to burn up, but otherwise I'm good. You're like, take off your sweater. Well, I probably should, but for now I'm just going to suffer through it and see what happens. I hope everybody is doing well today. It is Thursday, not Tuesday, but that's okay. I've had a lot going on and the snow and everything we've had, so anyway, needless to say, we've been busy, but we're good. We didn't lose power again, which was really awesome. And we got to stay at our house, so that was good. And we got to play in the snow a little bit. So, no snowman though. It was not good snowman snow. Hi! Hi, how are you doing? Hi, Adria. Hi, Fatima. How are you doing? I hope you all are doing well. I'm good. If you hear bumping around, my cat is having a fun time in the dining room with his tunnel. So. It's playtime, apparently. I'm trying to cool off with this ice water for a start. But I will show you. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out because I've never done anything like this before. But in theory, it'll be a top, okay? But will it be the top that I'm hoping? I don't know. So I have one triangle, two triangle, and the thing about this is they're connected, which I've got to fix all these tails in a second, but they're connected. And in theory, it buttons in the front. So, whoops, I feel like I just frogged something. Hold on. I was like, I felt stitches rip. I did. Hold on, are we still connected though? We're still connected, all right, we're good. But in theory, it starts here and then goes around the back and then buttons in the front. I'll show you a picture of what it, in theory, should look like. But again, not sure this is what I'm gonna do and not sure this is what it's gonna turn out like at all. But in theory, give it a second, there we go. In theory, this is kind of what we're going for. Hello. Hi, Noel, how are you doing? So this is a top from Etsy. I know it'll be backwards, but it's called the Musings top, like amuse, but musings, Musings. And all that is in the bottom of the description. Thiemann is the pattern designer. But I'm hoping that it kind of works out, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it exactly right, to be honest. Whoa, the cat is really flying in that thing. The cat likes to get a running start in the tunnel and then like slide across the floor inside the tunnel. Hey, buddy. He's like halfway sticking out. Hi, Shoto, how are you? Thank you. How are you? So I'm hoping that it's going to work out, but I'm not really sure. But I feel like if all else is to fail, I could still take these triangles and make a top out of them, even if it doesn't turn out exactly the same. So we're gonna see. So first, before I get started, I brought these little clips so I won't have to deal with all these little tails. So I'm gonna wrap up all my little tails. This is my tip, especially with thread, is if you have tails you need to weave in later, just like wrap them around some kind of little clip. A hair clip works too. And then I'll pinch it at the end because otherwise they get tangled very easily, especially the thinner the yarn is. Okay, can I open it now that I have cinched it shut like that? Yeah, okay. So now it'll just be like this, a lot less tangly. You doing good? Oh, good, I'm glad. Yeah, I was supposed to go to work today and then my patient ended up sleeping till like lunchtime. Which is fine, good for her. I'm glad she could sleep that long. Gosh, I wish I could. But I was like, okay. And I was really confused because I could see that she was opening my messages. So I was like, why isn't she answering? And then it turned out it was her husband. And bless his heart, he doesn't know how to text. So he was just opening the messages, but he didn't go wake her up, bless his heart. But anyway, so hopefully I can run by tomorrow morning and do some stuff for them. Before I go to my parents' house around lunchtime. Take care of some stuff for them. All right, there we go. Another end clipped. I think there's a couple more. Let's see. Ends. Oh, there's one more. Did anybody else get snow last week? We got like maybe in the highest spots 3 or 4 inches. Otherwise, it was just a nice covering, and it was really fluffy, and I did get to make my snow cream, so I was happy. It just wasn't good for a snowman. My husband wanted to make a snowman, but it would not stay together. It was no go. We made one time, and we named him Gerald. Gerald the snowman. It's the only one we've ever made together. All right, I think I'm here. So it's easy right now until I get all the way across this chain, and then I have to start decreasing. And I've never done it this way before, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing. It's going to be interesting, but we'll just see what happens. If all else fails, I have something else I can work on. Oh yeah, and I have some surprise things that I've been working on. However, I cannot share them on YouTube. I'm gonna just take a guess and say that the person that I'm making them for is not here right now because they're not chatting, and I would assume she would chat. So I'm making some things for somebody, and they're a surprise. They're really cute. I wish I could show you guys, but I can't right now. I can't until the end of the month. So if you do want to see them, you'll have to go to my Instagram because I do post pictures of them in my stories. I'll post some more pictures of them today. And they're so cute. They're small little projects, but they're super cute. So I'm excited to share them with you guys when I can. But hopefully you guys will like them. I think one of them I'm definitely going to go ahead and remake in a couple different colors, but the other one I probably won't make unless I need to. But I'm excited. I think she's going to like them. I'm trying to keep it a surprise. I don't even want to, I'm like, well, I could show them, but then tell her not to come, but I don't even want to hint at it. I don't even want her to know about it at all. So I just got to keep my little mouth shut. I just need a card. I need a card to go with it, and then I can send it off. Maybe I should go ahead and send it off, because the sooner I send it, the sooner I can share. That might be a good idea. All right, there's Guy's little Kong ball. He's excited. Yeah, you happy boy? Yeah. I put carrots and peanut butter in it. He loves that. Let's see. Anybody working on anything right now? I would love to know. This is like made to measure, but it also had a gauge swatch, so I was kind of confused. It was like both. But then there really are no measurements within the pattern. Like, not really, not a lot. So I'm kind of confused, but I'm just kind of measuring it to me and hoping that it works. I'd redid this chain so many times because it goes around my back to make sure, like, I think it's going to fit right. It should shrink just a little bit when I put the double crochets in it, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, I said this would not get tangled, and there we go, it's tangling. Okay. My working yarn got around the little clip. Still better than a knot, though. Let's see. So I got the little surprises that I want to show you, but I can't. I'm trying to think what else. And the other good thing about the little surprises are they took me like 2 days to make, so that was good. Not both of them. Wait, no. One took 1 day and one took another day. There we go. I made 2 in 2 days. And the smaller one only took me like an hour or 2, which is a really good thing because I can make it a lot for markets and stuff. So, ooh, hook slipped out. So that'll be a good thing to do. Fatima, do you have like Instagram or anything? If you don't, I'll give you permission to use my email. That's on my channel description. I usually don't like for people to email it unless it's business related, but I don't mind. It's okay if you do it. I'm excited to see how this turns out though. But like I said, if it doesn't go exactly how I'm hoping. I'm thinking maybe I can salvage it into something else at least. I also realize I'm gonna need something to go under it because it's a granny stitch. I haven't shown you up close yet. It's a granny stitch, so they're, you know, little clusters of 3 double crochets, and so I don't know. I'm gonna need something to go under it that sort of is similar, but like a tank top or something with a similar cut. Or I may also, I've realized that it also may be very much so like a very deep V. So I may need something to like put in between it. So I don't know, I'll have to see when it turns out how to use it and what I need to put under it to make it work. That's the only thing about some crochet tops is they are kind of holy, you know, but you can also make crochet tops that aren't so holy. So I was looking at yarn this morning on Michael's website because I have a $10 voucher, but I was like, I don't know what to get or what I would need, or I don't know. I want to make like I want to do some more hexie cardigans for different seasons, but I also want to finish the one that I have going that I need more yarn for. So I don't want to start another one until I finish that one. Okay, what is happening? This under here. Yes. Knot. Had a knot. Well, not a knot, just twisted. Hey, Paige, how are you? Hi, Bianca, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Ooh, come on, there we go. I would also be using a 1.5 hook if I knew where it was, but I don't actually know where it is. Hi, Susan, how are you doing? Welcome. Hi, Josie, how are you? I'm working on a top. It's kind of hard to envision, but you know, we all know how bathing suit works, right? Triangle. Triangle. Wait, triangle. But I have this thing in the middle because technically it like wraps around and buttons in the front. So we'll see how it goes. I got to work my way down this chain. Oh my gosh. Every time I do that, I'm like, well, where? All right, that's, oh, there are more tails. Oh, these I can almost cut, but I'm gonna clip them anyway, just because I haven't totally weaved them in yet. Clip it, wrap it. Wrap it, I said. And clip it again. Dang it. All I hear is Arthur licking his little Kong ball. I wonder where the cat went. I guess he got tired after playing. Kitty, kitty. Maybe he's in his room. There we go. Untwisted. Yes, I am ready for some warmth. Oh my gosh, please. Please come. I enjoyed the snow. It was nice. We didn't get too much, so that was nice. The power didn't go out, so that was nice. But I'm ready for the warmth. I'm tired of it being like 8 degrees, 12 degrees, 15 degrees every night. No, thank you. It's not fun. Oh, I fell. I ate it twice the other day on the way to work, you guys. It was like right in a row, though. You know how, like in cartoons, people fall and then they try to stand up and they fall again immediately? That's what I did. I'm fine, obviously, but I did bust my butt on the ice a couple times. But it was fine. I was laughing the whole time. As soon as I started falling, I started giggling. And then I hit the ground and I laughed. And I tried to stand up and I just laughed again. I was like, man, I wish they had seen me. I wish somebody had seen me. Because they would have just laughed at me falling like that. It was like, it all happened so fast, but like, I'm sure it was just like the classic stand up, slip, stand up, slip. So, hello, some chick, how are you? How you doing? Oh, you're itching to start playing. Oh, you grow things too, Josie? What do you grow, Josie? I am too. I was talking to my husband this morning. I was like, I think Arthur would probably like for us to grow some carrots because he loves carrots. I was like, what color carrots do you want? His dad said orange. So, okay. So you don't want the fancy colored carrots? Whatever, the heritage carrots or whatever. Mostly veggies. Yeah, that's what my grandpa does. He does a lot of tomatoes, cucumbers, cabbage, beans. Excuse me, not beans, peas. else? Watermelon, peppers, mostly those things. But he's really mostly known for his tomatoes. Everybody loves his tomatoes, and which I'm not a tomato person, but I wish I was because everybody loves his. And then I usually grow a bunch of zinnias, and my dad grows sunflowers, and then I usually grow some like cosmos and some other flowers in there too. Hi Blair, how are you? I miss it. Not last year wasn't that great, but the year before it was so beautiful. I had 3, I guess the rows of the garden are probably like 100 feet or so. I don't know, 120 feet long. And I had 3 rows of zinnias, and then my dad had a big row of giant sunflowers that were like 7 feet tall right beside of it. Oh, it was so pretty. And there were so many butterflies and birds, and because the birds will eat the zinnia seeds. But we loved it. I hope Grandpa plants again this year. I'm sure he will. I can't imagine he won't. He loves to be busy. He is 95 years old as of December. And my last living grandparent, and he, man, he loves to be outside. So nothing's going to stop that man from getting out there. We help him with the tractor and, you know, pulling weeds and all the things, but he'll be out there tending to those tomatoes and watering them with his little pot and bucket and doing all the things. So it's good for him. That's why he's lived so long, right? Started to grow things in the garden, but it's not time right now. I know. Same. I feel like I don't even know how long we'll have to wait. I think I usually wait to, well, it depends on if I start inside, because sometimes I have started inside before and with little grow lights, but they weren't really strong enough for the zinnias, so they kind of get a little bit leggy. I mean, by the time they go back outside and grow a little while, they're fine, but they don't need to be started early necessarily. But my husband like starts his peppers early inside sometimes too. But I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, but if I don't do it inside, I'll probably have to wait till at least April something, I would imagine, to plant, because I don't want to risk it. Unless I planted just a few things close to the house, I could easily cover, but I can't cover those 120-foot rows in the garden. That's not happening. So I don't have enough sheets to cover that. But, because, you know, don't cover with plastic, but sheets. I have covered my cosmos and zinnias right around the house with sheets, but that was more like fall time, not springtime. I think one year I planted a little early. The first year I moved out of my parents' house and covered things with little cups and stuff because they were still really tiny and it got really cold. So I was like, let me put things on top of them. It worked. It worked. Herbs and onions. You have some garlic outside in the fall and some veggies. Ooh, yes, that's right. Because I wanted to do spinach and broccoli, I think. And I can't remember, either one of those or both of those you have to start in winter or something, or fall, like you're saying. Yeah. And so you do have different things different times of year. I feel like Granddaddy has something growing usually until fall pretty much, and the flowers last pretty much until frost. Zinnias will really keep blooming as long as you, especially if you keep like clipping the dead ones off, they'll really keep growing for you. Just know that zinnias can get very tall depending on what kinds you get. Broccoli indoors. Ooh, I wonder, do you have lights, Josie? Or are you just like putting them in the window? Or I have a whole window in my dining room with a bunch of succulents and cactus in it. Oh, you do have lights. Cool. Yeah, there you go. And because it's like my sunniest spot at the house. And I even grew little cacti from seeds. I did grow those under those lights. I forgot. I did. And they were so, you know, little tiny little green looking things. And then they like split in half. And then they became little, like a little cactus grew out of the middle. It was so cool. And then one of them's like this tall now, and one of them's like this tall, but it's more of a round cactus. But it was like a mix, so I don't know exactly what they are. I'd have to look at the seed mix to see maybe what they are. I'm guessing one's like a hedgehog cactus, and one is, I don't know. more of a traditional kind of little cactus, but they're so cute. But it just makes me think, like, the ones you buy at the store, you know, like, I mean, cactuses you get at the store are usually like 3 to 4 inches tall at least. How long did it take to get that big? Oh my gosh, they've been growing that thing probably for like 5 years before you even got it. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't think about how a cactus could take so long to grow, or cacti could take so long to grow. And I have string of pearls and cactus, and I think it's called ecovera succulents. And what else do I have? I have lots of little plants in there. I love them. In my old apartment, you grew so many plants like cactus and plants that you stopped because they kept dying. Oh no. I've been very lucky. I mean, my dad is kind of the plant man, even though he's more like aquatic weed science plants, like things that grow in ponds and stuff. He did teach me a lot growing up, so I guess I'm lucky. I kind of got a decent green thumb. But man, it can be... Wait, do I put... No, I don't... Wait, I don't think I need to put one here. I'm at the chain. I don't think I need to put another cluster there, or do I? Because I'll build the increase. Okay. Well, do I though? I wish there were more pictures with this pattern, I will say. But that's also because I am not great at making clothing yet. I feel like you could easily make this into a dress based on one of these pictures. Oh, it's on Etsy. It's not on the actual pattern. If you just keep the frilly part at the bottom going, you could easily turn it into like a dress. You know? Let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I need to put one in that little spot? Well, I'm nervous about the decreases. Okay. Here, book. I think I'm just going to put one. How many do I put here? Work the granny stitch until the end of the first triangle. Got it. Skip the first chain. Got it. Arthur, what are you chewing on the... Hey, don't eat carrots on the couch. Arthur, take your Kong ball and get on the ground. Did you hear him growl at me? He went, rrr. I was like, get that Kong ball off the couch. I heard something crunchy going on over there. He had his carrot up here and his Kong ball. Don't mess up the new couch, boy. Your daddy will kill you. All right, skip the first one, and then, so that would be that one, which, why does it look upside down? It's just, oh, there it is, okay. Skip the first one, and I'm pretty sure I gotta put at least one double crochet in here, so let's do that. Uh-oh, hey, kitty, kitty. Hey, baby. Little one says hello. Hey, sweetheart. You're gonna lay here? You wanna lay on my pillow? Mwah. Mwah. Where are we going? What are we doing? Is it time for a water break? I think it is. I think it is. That tail, man. Right? Hi. My baby. He's the sweetest boy. Yes, you love to be snuggled and loved. You want to lay down? You want to lay down right here? You want to see what I got? Or you just want my hand? I think you just want my hand. Yeah. He just looked like he was in heaven. Oh. Those eyes. I think they were rolling back in your head, bud. Hold on. I'll put it down. I gotta get some water. You gonna let me? You gonna let me get water? I gotta reach it. It's down there. It's in front of us. I'm getting wet. He loves kisses. He's always putting his head back over here to get more kisses. Yeah. Backing up. Can't deny him pets. I gotta stop and pet him. Yeah. You looking at yourself? I think he's looking at himself. I think you were looking at yourself. Well, let's see if we can get the water. There we go. You got it. Maintain balance. Hi, Lydia. How are you doing? All right, you gonna sit down? My water. Usually you lay down and let me crochet. You gonna lay down? Even though you move up and down on my arm while it moves. Yeah. I hope you're doing well, Lydia. I know you've been busy. Good boy, you're sitting. That's a good sign. All right, we're gonna try to crochet now, okay? Oh, he got back up. Oop, oop, oop. The disrespect, right in the face, bud. Right in the face. Lay down. You wanna lay down right here? I know. It's so hard to get work done when he's around. You always come when I'm trying to sew something or do something really important, don't you? Yeah. I'm just getting ready to eat before you go to work. Yep. There you go, get you something good to eat. Give you some energy. What are you doing? What are you doing? No. I love you. All right. All right. Put the bat down. Put the tookies down. Put it down. It's so close. Oh, halfway down. That works. You're still close. You're still close. Aha. Oh. I don't know what the foot was about. That was unique. That's not something you normally do, little friend. No. Hey, babe. Hey, baby. Yeah, you're purring. I know. I've made one dog, but I have never made a cat before. And the dog pattern that I used, I could probably kind of tweak it a little bit and make it kind of look like Arthur. But I've never made a cat. I've never even made a loaf cat before. I totally should. I just haven't yet. I think at first I was like, I don't know what color I would use. But if I could find me a little black and white kitty pattern, then I really should. I'm sure I can. All right, let's see. What were we supposed to be doing, little guy? All right, to the first triangle, 3 double crochets. Okay. It should be 3. That's right. It's a cluster. Hello. Hi, Carl. How are you doing? Let's see. Just lounging on me. I love it. Skip 2 and keep going. I think so. Okay. I don't know why I'm skipping 2 all of a sudden, but you know, I'm just going to go with it because that's what it says. So skipping 2, that means I'll be here. Okay. Oh, you had a knee injection. Oh, bless your heart, Susan. I know it's to help, but it sounds so painful. Bless your heart. I forgot, I think it was last night in Rosalie's chat, somehow somebody was talking about like My Strange Addiction or one of those like shows or something, and I was thinking about how I used to be able to like watch all these medical things and like, I mean, you know, all this stuff, and man, I can't do it anymore. All the medical things, they give me the heebie-jeebies now, and I'm terrified. I'm like, why? No, don't bite me. He's getting frisky. Arthur's playing with this puzzle. I didn't know what that was. That's the only thing naughty that little one will do, is he will get kind of frisky sometimes, and he'll want to play and get you. Yeah, you getting frisky? You're getting frisky. Oh, hold on. Hold on, let me go. Let me go. Let me go, Frisky. Thank you. Listen, I love you, but don't be frisky. No frisky. Stop biting me. Thank you. It's a gentle bite. I love you. I'll play with you a little bit, okay? Or I'll go turn your electric toy on if you want. Oh, he spotted Arthur. He wants Arthur now. Go get him. They do play together, him and Arthur. It's cute. But that's the only naughty thing he does, so. Other than on occasion try to scratch the carpet, but can't ask for much of a better boy. You doing okay so far? Aw. I know Lydia's busy. Yeah. I used to not anymore because I'm a doctor. Aw. I bet Fatima, oh my gosh, you had to get over it, right? Like I said, I used to be able to watch all, I don't know what it is. It's just something like my stomach was like, I could handle anything, and now I'm like, nope. I got older, I got weaker. At least in the stomach region. Come on. I hate crocheting into a chain. Jeez. Alright, how's this look? Does it look weird? Yeah, see, that looks like I'm missing something. But it said to skip the first chain. What happened? Oh, jeez. The cat's chasing Arthur, and he ran into his little toy. I was like, what the heck? Alright, I don't like the way that looks. There's like a... But then again, I don't know what hers looks like, because I can't see any pictures of it. Except for the main one. But I don't see any... Well, there's a little bit of a weird spot right there in hers. I guess, actually, it's not that weird looking. When I do like this, when I go like this, I'm like, what's this giant hole? But really, if it's straight like it's supposed to be, it's not too bad. It said to skip that chain. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to keep going. I think maybe just the way I was pulling it made it look worse than it is. Hopefully. Alright. 3, 2. Yeah, Arthur's done with his treats. Wait, you didn't bring that back on the couch, did you? No, okay, good. You're licking your paw. I wasn't sure. Oh. Little one, are you okay? Okay, I'm just checking. You kind of ran into the chair there. You ran through his tunnel and ran into the chair under the table. He's a tough boy. He has a good time. This is the best $5 I've ever spent. That little tunnel for him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you love your tunnel. I know you want your brother, but he's on the couch. Trying to get Arthur's attention. Running by him and looking at him. Hi, Sonia. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good today. Oh, I'm sorry, Fatima. This is the worst. Let's see. I know you weren't talking to me, but still. Let's see. There we go. I am working on a top that in theory, would look like this. However, whether it actually turns out like this or not, we will find out. I have my doubts, but I'm working on it. I don't recommend this if you're like a beginner. Definitely don't buy this pattern, please, because I've been crocheting for not that long, but I'm still kind of confused. So if you're good with making clothing, go right ahead. But if you've never made a piece of clothing, maybe don't start with this. It's made to measure, but it also requires a gauge swatch. But yet, there's not really a lot of measurements in it to be a made to measure, so I don't know. But yeah. Thank you. Busy working. Oh, thank you, Fatima. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, I know I'm really bad at asking for likes, but if you don't mind hitting the like button, I would appreciate it. Oh, me. It's like my husband says, like, you refuse to let anyone help you or do anything, and I'm like, but, like, or ask for help. Like, it's hard for me to like ask for things. Thank you, Susan. I know I usually hit mine as soon as I go into a stream. I do it. I'm automatically. A lot of times I go back and check. And I'm like, did I do it? Oh yeah, okay, I did it. I do it so automatically. I have to double check. I use and abuse my like button privileges. All right. This looks kind of funky, but it'll look better once I get the next row of the clusters in here. Yeah. I still don't know why they had me skip 2 chains, because I thought I was only skipping 1 originally, but when I look at the little chart, they skip 2 as well. There are a couple charts in there, but in the pattern, but that's about it. Other than the one, no, there's 2 pictures and like 2 or 3 charts in the pattern, and of course the written part. But hold on, I gotta take that away. Sorry, I had a little notification there. It was covering up stuff. Arthur, you have fun under the blanket, bud. You let your brother outshine you today. You gotta come over here and say hey to everybody in a little bit, bud. Yeah, you're the original boy. Yeah. Everybody loves a little Arthur. Yeah. He loved the snow. He had a good time. I felt bad because people were like, where's his clothes? He won't let me put the clothes on him. I mean, he will, but he hates it. So I don't, I just monitor his time out there and then wrap him up real good when he gets inside. But I would put clothes on him if he would let me. But he has a good time romping around in the snow. As long as he doesn't stand still for a long time, he's fine. And obviously just stay out there for a long time. But he has a good deal of time. I kind of want to try one day to make him a really, really loose fitting outfit to see if that would help. Because I think a lot of times, no matter what size I get, it's just fitted enough where he's like, what's on me? What's on me? And so I wondered if like a looser top would maybe make him feel less weird. But I don't know. I used to want to make things for my parents' dog, but she passed away, so I don't have a little doggy to make things for. I should make you a bow tie. I'm sure I could crochet you a little bow tie somehow, Arthur, to add to your little collection. Ooh, you could have one in every color of the rainbow, Arthur. He has a little collection of bow ties, but that's mainly his accessory. Aw, you made a sweater for your friend for Christmas? Aw. See, I wish, I've never made a technical sweater before, but I would love to one day be able to make a sweater. I've made a cardigan, but not a sweater. I would love to be able to knit one, crochet one, anything. I'm just terrible at understanding gauge swatches. I mean, like, I get the general concept, but then I was doing this thing and it said, well, if the gauge doesn't work, like, basically no matter what hook size you use, then use a different stitch. And I was like, okay, but then how does that affect the pattern? Like, I don't know. I don't understand. And then I was like, well, shouldn't I be doing the gauge swatch in the same like stitch that the pattern is, not just a single crochet? Like, that didn't make sense to me. Why would I don't know. I need to really educate myself on gauge swatching. I'm really not there yet. I'm sure once I get it, I'll be like, oh my gosh. But at this point, I'm just not there yet. So made to measure it is. And I've been trying to find patterns that use the crochet lace, like the Aunt Lydia's thread, for like clothing. It's so hard to find. The only ones that I can find usually are like super old vintage looking. I mean, they look like somebody took a picture of a magazine and put it on Etsy for sale. And I'm like, how does that work? But, and I don't know how they would be. So I just won't spend any money on them. But, filet crochet tops is about the only other thing that I could find that uses it. But I can't find one that I really want to make for myself. There are some that are really nice, but I just don't think they would suit me very well. So I'm just not sure. Oh, I did see a cool one though. Hold on. I gotta show you guys this. This thing is so cool. I don't think, did I save it? I think I saved it on my Etsy. It's a filet crochet top that probably some of you guys would also really enjoy. I think I put it in my favorites. I know it's here because I saw it and I was like, where can I find that? If I knew more about making clothes, I would be doing it real soon. Crochet top. I thought I saved it, but apparently not. No, you can't. You can't find any results. What do you mean you can't find any results? Am I spelling it wrong? What is happening? Favorites. I swear. Wait, is this her? Is this the same person? Knit Bliss? No. Where is it? Anyway, it was a filet crochet top, but it had a skull in the middle. It was really cool. Let me see if I can Google it. I don't know why I can't find it. Skull. It was black. Skull. Filet. Crochet. I guess shirt, maybe? Shirt. But I was like, oh, that'd be so cool. There it is. There it is. There it is. Come on. Come on. I'll tell you who it's by in a minute. But look at that. Isn't that cool? I was like, ooh. Because I was first looking at like mesh sweaters and stuff to make. And I still may do that. But I haven't found like what I was going to follow yet. But I was like, ooh, look at that. I was like, that's pretty cool. It's by, let's see. Why doesn't it tell me who it's by? Headspace? Who's Headspace? What? Star Seller. Right, but who sells it? Message seller. Right, who's the seller? This isn't the app, so I'm confused. Designed by MFTI. Is that the seller? Okay, MFTI. They're from New Zealand, apparently, but they have a lot of really cool stuff. But I like the skull thing. That was really neat. Yeah, I like the skull thing a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I would have to do a gauge swatch and everything to do that, but it just looks really cool and I would love it. I'd have been all about that in high school. Still kind of am though. What am I going to crochet for next live? You know what? I don't know yet. I have a free, or not a free pattern. I have a pattern that I won at Rachel Riley Crochets Live. That's a heart tapestry that I need to do at some point soon before Valentine's Day. So I might do that if I'm in the mood to do tapestry. It's small, so it's not like a big commitment. I don't know. And then, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Because I have those two cute little things I really want to show you, but I can't. Because it's a surprise, but when I do, it'll be really good because they're adorable. But I'm going to have to show you pictures because by then I will have mailed them because I want them to open it before I show it on YouTube. Hey, little one, you're back. Hey, bud. What you been doing? Drinking out of your fountain? Chilling in your bedroom? Looking out the window on your kitty tree? I'm sorry, did I not pet you quickly enough? I wasn't finished with my stitch. As soon as you hopped away, I finished. He's like, all right, she's busy. But I give you a kiss. Yes. Bye. So back to my room. He hangs out in the laundry room. That's where his cat tree and his litter box and stuff are. It's kind of like the laundry room / mud room, which I'm thankful for when it snows because we can just take all our snowy clothes off in there and leave them in there. I know you did bring. I do want to do that. I think the thing is I need to find a good size that's not too big. Well, no, I could change this. I mean, I need to find that pattern that I like. I have a pattern for a teddy bear that I really like on YouTube. I have it saved in a playlist somewhere. It's like they have a couple on their channel, and I'm not really sure what the differences are in all of them. And I've made it before, but I've never tried to like make a heart and put it inside of it. Oh, good. I was hoping I knew where that pattern was for the nurse bear. I do. It's right here. Good. What am I looking for? The bear. Where would it be at? And what? Completed crochet. There we go. Keep Calm and Crochet has one. Yeah, that's the one I like. Keep Calm and Crochet. This one. She has a couple, but the one I like is the one that's an hour and 12 minutes. She has another tutorial that's only 44 minutes long. I have no idea what the differences are. Even looking at the thumbnail, I mean, oh, I do see the difference now. Okay, now I can see. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but I can see it. Let me screenshot it and then I can blow it up bigger. There we go. So she has two on her thing. Let me do it so you can see her name. Keep Calm and Crochet. So this one has oval feet and this one has like round feet. I really like the like more oval style feet. This one that's 112 minutes long on Keep Calm and Crochet. That's a really good bear tutorial. And I believe you crochet on the arms and legs instead of sew them on. I usually don't do the muzzle in white. I usually do it the same color as the bear, but you can do whatever you want, of course. But I really like that tutorial for a bear. I may try to do that and put a heart in it. I just don't know if the arms are too long. Or if all else was to fail, I could also just make a bear and then make like a heart decal, not a decal, embellishment, you know, like a little flat heart and like sew it onto the bear if I couldn't get it to hold like a 3-dimensional heart. Could do that too. But that is a good idea. I also have considered that I should probably make some more roses too. But I kind of want to try a different kind of rose because I've been making the same one for a couple years and it's nice, but there are more detailed ones I could make. And I also want to start adding like maybe potentially a leaf or whatever in there. I saw somebody do that the other day and they crocheted around some wire to do it. And I was like, oh, I have green wire, floral wire. I could probably crochet around to do the leaves so that you can like bend them on the stem. So I probably will make some roses and do Rachel's heart tapestry pattern soon. Very soon, actually, because I forget. I mean, it's already, what, the 5th today? So we only have like 10 more days. Maybe they'll have to do those things next week. Sounds good. See the videos where they crochet? Like a, yes, Fatima. Oh my gosh, I've seen some huge ones. In fact, there is this lady who is, I think her name is Amy. It's kind of like Amy, but with an I, Amy Toys. And she does like statues out of crochet where she puts like wood inside of them, like for structure. It's crazy. They're that big. Do we have tulips in America? We do have tulips. Tulips would be cute too. I've seen people make those. Hey Larry, how are you? Thank you, Larry. He's right here asleep. He's right here snoozing. The kitty cat was the kitty cat was over here earlier, but Arthur's had his treat and now he's settled in for his long winter's nap. But he's doing good. think he's ready for it to be warm too. I told Arthur this morning, I was like, I'm ready for it to be warm so we can go hang out outside together. Just enjoy the sights and smells, right, bud? We can take him to the park, but we'll do that as soon as it's warm enough. We have a new one we can take him to. I'm excited. Ready to go out of town. Oh, well, congratulations, Larry. Happy anniversary. I hope you guys have a good time and a safe trip. That's awesome. I hope y'all have a good time. That'll be fun. See one where they use a table. I made an elephant. It was so cute. Oh, yeah. I can't remember. I'm trying to think if Ami has made an elephant. I know she's made a horse, like a pony / horse, and gosh, she's made a lot of things that are really cool. But I just can't get over her use of the power tools and like the math and doing all the things to put the wood inside, and it's crazy. Which really, I wish I was better at things like that, because there's a whole wood shop over there I could totally use if I knew how to use it. Maybe one day, right? You never know. I'll be over there with the miter saw. Today we're cutting wood. Be 4 years on the 9th. Oh, you're going to Chicago. Don't blow away, Larry. It's the only thing I know about Chicago. No, I'm just kidding. I know about the Sears Tower and stuff, but that's cool. I hope you guys have fun, and congratulations. That's so fun. I think our next trip is in October. We're going to Asheville, which I'm excited about because they have a yarn store, and I'm gonna go to my first official yarn store. I mean, of course, I've been to like Michael's and stuff, but I've never been to like a real yarn shop. I know the prices are gonna like shock me, but I still want to go and see it. I might walk out with like, you know, a needle minder, but it'll be fine. I just want to go for the experience, you know? It'll be fun. Because knowing me, I'd be like, I don't know what to get, and I wouldn't know how much to get, and so I wouldn't want to like accidentally get yarn I couldn't reacquire. But it would be fun. I can't remember, I think we're going to go see Tony Hinchcliffe. I can't remember who we're going to go see. No, wait, no, are we going to see, no, that's wrong. That's not who we're going to see. We're going to see, one of my husband's favorite comedians, but I can't remember his name right now. He's gonna kill me. Tosh. We're going to see Tosh. That guy. Yeah. He's really excited. He's so excited. It's so funny. My husband's like, all right, well, after I go see him, I've done everything I want to do. So let's have children. I'm like, what? What do you mean you've done everything you wanted to do after you see this comedian? What? Apparently, it's his life goal to see this comedian. It's so funny. It's like, well, there's nothing else I want to do, so we can just have kids now because I'm not going out anymore and I have no events I want to go to anymore. I was like, what? I think it's not that Tosh. I think it's a different Tosh. He has a podcast, is all I can really say. And it's like in the beginning of the podcast, he's like, it's the Tosh show for show. That's my knowledge of it. But he's very, very excited. So I'm excited for him to be excited. And I like taking little trips anyway. It's fun. Ask the hubby to get a log cutter. You crochet silk. You know, I bet somebody has somewhere. But I bet that would be a very slippery experience. I can't imagine holding tension with it would be super fun. I don't know. Hi, Shima. Now I have to look it up, you guys, because I've got to find out what his last name is, because now I can't remember. because I keep confusing different people because we've seen like so many freaking comedians. And it's like his thing. So Tasho. Okay. Daniel Tosh. That's his name. Daniel Tosh. Yeah. Each week, he interviews people from all walks of life that he finds interesting. Some of the podcasts are pretty funny because my husband and I'll listen to them in the car sometime. Like he'll interview everybody from like a funeral director to like a intimacy coordinator for the movies, or like, I mean, just random people. But they're funny. And he asks them like funny questions and stuff. So it is. Oh, okay. See, I don't even know. Right? Yeah, he does. He does a podcast apparently, and is touring around. And I think when I just looked that up, it said something about he was going to Vegas soon or something. But apparently he'll be in Asheville in October. We haven't been to the mountains in years, probably like 5, 6 years. So I'm excited to go back. I mean, I've been, but only like for a day. Because the mountains are only, depending on which mountains you go to, they're like 2 to 4 hours away. 2, 3, 4 hours away. But if you go down to the bottom of North Carolina, it can take a little longer, maybe like 6 hours if you go to the very tip. Okay, I'm twisted up. There we go. Still twisted up because this is in the middle of it. My little cup. Little cuppy cup. There we go. I think I untwisted it. Every time I put it down, I swear. I've got to find a better way to put it down. Just like stretch it out every time I lay it down, I guess. Alright, little clips now. Don't be twisting on me. There's still like the slightest bit of snow outside, but it's pretty much all gone unless you live in like a really shady place. I think it's all out of my yard now. It was supposed to be like a wintry mix yesterday, but nothing ever happened, which was good. Alright, stop twisting. Thank you. We're almost at the other cup, and then I need to look at the pattern again, see if I need to decrease. Shima, I hope you're doing well. Hello, Jet. How are you? He's had all his own show on comedies and shows back in the day. Yeah, I remember. So I didn't have cable or satellite growing up, so I never actually saw that until I got like older. And I think Mac would watch it sometimes. My husband would watch it sometimes, but when I was at his house. But that's why I'm all confused because I didn't grow up with cable or satellite. So I'm like, I don't remember these people's names. We had like 7 channels. That's why I'm always like, I don't know if I've seen that movie, or because or if I have, I'm like, oh, I've seen part of it on TV once, or my husband's always baffled by the movies I haven't seen. But it's okay. He likes showing them to me though, you know. Got your order from Amazon. Ooh, got some no yarn, but you got a wicked diamond art painting. Ooh, and a new swimsuit. There you go. You're set then, aren't you, girl? I need a better place to do my diamond art because I have one started that I need to finish, but I had to put it in a box because I needed the desk to do other stuff. So I really just need like a little table or something to put it on, which I think my friend said something about she had like a mobile little like setup for hers. So I need to like look into that because apparently it's a thing. Oh, I'm good, Shima. Hi, Dreeny. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well too. I'm working on a little top here that may or may not turn out like the pattern. I may, in fact, if it really doesn't work out, I may just take the little triangles and completely reuse them and make my own little top. Because I got a feeling I could just kind of, okay, so the cups are 1/4 of your bust measurement in this situation. So I had a feeling like if all else fails, I could take the cups and then add, you know, anyway, I could put a back on it and with the measurements that I have, and it would still be okay. I could still make something out of it, even if this top doesn't work out, but oh well, we'll see what happens. Don't know until you try. That's what I'm trying to tell myself anyway. I'm gonna convince myself that's what's going on. You don't know until you try, so try it. See if it works. Like I said, I just kept looking for patterns with thread and couldn't find anything. So this was like the closest thing I could find, and it said you could basically use any hook and any thread as long as you measure it correctly and stuff. So I was like, well, we'll try this. We'll see what happens. Did I skip 2? Yeah, skip. Wait, did I skip 2 there though? Did I start skipping 1 somewhere? Are you serious? Yeah, I did, but it's only right there did I start doing that. I started only skipping 1. Whoops. I gotta frog it a little. I was not paying attention. Alright, where did I stop doing it at? Well, I thought I stopped it there. Let me look. Let me compare. I don't know now. I'm confused. Okay, that's 2. That has 2. That has 2. That has 2. That has 2. That questionable. Okay. That one's questionable. We'll pull it to there. Damn it. Excuse my language. Try not to do that. All right. Oh well. It's okay. It happens. All right. I think I'd rather do it right than not. So. But now I'm like not convinced that they're all that way. I don't know. I think they are. Curly Q. Ramen noodle soup. Ramen noodles, anyone? Extra thin? Thank you, Fatima. You know what, Fatima? My story's kind of strange because I was technically 8 years old and I went to Walmart with my mom and we were in like the craft section. And this lady overheard me tell my mom that I wanted to learn how to crochet. I guess I was like asking for a book or something on crochet. And the lady overheard. So you know how like crochet hooks at Walmart are like in that little paper thing and you can kind of pull them out, put them back. Well, she pulled a hook out of the paper and pulled a little bit of the yarn out and showed me how to make a chain right there in the Walmart. And so I was like 8. And I don't know if she tried to teach me anything beyond a chain, but that's what I remembered was her teaching me how to make a chain. So I knew how to make a chain from the time I was like 8 until, let's see, until I was like 28. So for 20 years, I knew how to make a chain. And then one day I always remembered how to make the chain. And when I first learned, I would like make it all the time. And throughout the years, every once in a while, I'd find the crochet hook and I would make another little chain. And I had only tried using books before and I could never understand where to put my hook to make a second row. So I only ever could make a chain. And then I feel like one day, I think I was just scrolling on YouTube and on my homepage, there was a crochet video. And I was like, oh yeah, I still have that crochet hook. You know, I've never like watched a video and tried, you know. And so I did, and I clicked, and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it was that easy this whole time to do a second row. And so I made little squares. And I think the first 2 little things that I ever made where I took a bunch of little squares and sewed them together and made a little bag. And I probably do have it somewhere, but it's very wonky, of course. And then I made these little covers for my little terracotta pots in the window so that they wouldn't get so cold, which I don't have those anymore, but I do have a little bag somewhere. But and then I made scarves, lots of scarves, because rectangles and stuff like that. But yeah, so I knew for a long time, but now I've only been crocheting for 3 years in December. So I I still feel like I'm really new because there's so many people that know so much more and have been crocheting for so long. Um, but it's crazy how when it clicks, it just clicks, you know? But I'm so thankful for that lady in Walmart who did teach me because yeah, I remembered and I hadn't forgotten her. I still remember her. In fact, I'm pretty sure she also gave my mom like her phone number or something and offered like to come and like teach me or like me go over and but it just one of those things that never happened, you know. But I'm so thankful that she did because it was so much easier for me to find that video and be able to do it because I already knew how to hold the yarn and make a chain, you know? So it was like, well, I already know this, just where do I put my hook for that? And so it, you know, clicked a lot easier for me. So I was very thankful. Without her, I don't know if I would have been able to grasp it so well. Oh, you were 9. Oh, with a greedy square. Oh, really? Dang, girl. I don't think I could have been doing the double crochets on my first project. I think, and then I made a lot of blankets. I don't wish this is one of them, but made a ton of blankets. Some of them you can tell, like this one apparently is not one of the first ones, but the very first ones I made were only going through one loop. Like the first scarves I made were only going through one loop. They have the little lines on them because I didn't realize, you know, go through both loops or whatever, which I guess is kind of a stylistic choice. You can choose to or choose not to, right? But I didn't know technically to go through both loops. So a lot of my first scarves have that like line effect on them, but yeah, I loved making just simple blankets, make a chain and then double crochet back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I still like a good project like that. Aww. I know, Shima. I think that's so cool. I love that. I love that you learned from Miss Angie. Miss Angie's a sweet lady. I bet Miss Angie would have been just like that lady in the Walmart who told me how to chain. Miss Angie would do the same thing. I just know it. I just know she would. She'd be more than happy to help somebody learn. Oop. And she's probably like me and carries some kind of crochet about everywhere she goes. Lord knows. We go to pick up dinner in town real fast. My husband's like, do you need to bring the crochets? Really? And I'm like, yeah. You never know, you know? I mean, there's on the way, but then there's also like, what if something happens and we're like sitting there, you know? We got to sit there in the car for a while, you know? I don't know. Things happen, right? Always got to be prepared. I always need something to do with my paws. Ordered some more yarn 2 weeks ago. It still hasn't arrived. Oh no. I hope it's on the way. My goodness. I hate it when that happens because it's like, especially if you're really, you know, you're waiting on it to like continue something. You're like, come on, hurry up. I hate that. I hate waiting on yarn like that. Ugh. I was like that during Christmas time. I was like, come on, I need this yarn to hurry up and get here so I can finish these Christmas presents. Oops. I need to order some more parfait yarn at some point because I realize now I have no brown, which I thought wouldn't be a very important color. So I ordered one and then I made gingerbread men. Whoops. So, gonna need some more brown. I think I'm out of bubblegum pink. No, I'm not out of bubblegum pink, but I think I need to get another one, technically speaking. What is this? What is this? Oh, okay. My iPad was going off. I didn't know what was happening. But yeah, I hate waiting on yarn. Hopefully it comes very soon, Miss Fatima. I hope so for your sake. I know, I was like debating. I could technically, if I got my husband to stop and pick up yarn today, I could get 2 cloud cakes for $10. And I was like, ooh, that's a good deal. But I think they close at 7, and I don't know if he's going to be off by 7. But also my $10 voucher expires this weekend. And I think it's going to expire before I can go to the store. So either I order something or I let it expire. But I don't know. have not decided what I'm gonna do. I hate to let a $10 voucher go to waste. That's free shipping. I'm a sucker for free shipping. Good excuse not to have more yarn because your New Year's resolution is to finish all your yarn and then buy. There you go. It's a good one. I know I'm really trying to do that. Unless I need it for something, I've been trying not to buy anything, which I guess if I bought the cloud cakes, that would kind of be defeating that. But so far, I haven't bought anything this year that I didn't need for something. I think I've only mostly bought this. Have I bought anything else this year? I don't know. I think I mostly only bought thread, and I've gone through one of these big cone, or not cones, but big things of thread, and then this is the second one. But thankfully the thread is not very expensive. It's only like, I think the big one that's like over 1,000 yards is like $5. So that's not bad for 1,000 yards. But you know, we're all crochet addicts. Nobody can blame us. That's right. It's right. It's like all the people now that warn you. They're like, you know, you're gonna get into crochet, and you're gonna be like, I'm not gonna do all that yarn buying. That's not gonna be a hobby thing of mine. I'm not doing all that. You're gonna do all that, to some extent. At some point, you're gonna be a little yarn crazy. It happens. It happens, man. Especially too, because oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot there's more yarn at my grandma's I have to go get too. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get another bin because I keep all my yarn from my grandmother in a separate bin so that I know that it's hers, and I know when I use it it's hers, and I don't know, it just means more. So anyway, I need to go down there and get another thing. I think though they said there was another rolly cart thing, so maybe I can use the rolly cart thing to put it in. A little plastic shelving thing. I don't even know. Plastic drawers. There we go. Gosh. I was like, what do you call it? Plastic drawers. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Thiemann. I know it's inevitable, and then you find out that you have a problem. I know you're like, wait a minute. I'm doing that thing everybody else was doing. I said I wouldn't do. It happens, but I think the key is, as long as you realize, you know, before it's out of control and you have like an entire room of yarn, you know, you realize that you need to slow down a bit, or use up some yarn, do something, give some away, swap some yarn. In fact, I don't know if it was a random channel when I was going through lives, but I heard somebody say something about they were doing a yarn swap, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a pretty good idea. Like if you have yarn you don't want or aren't going to use or whatever, and there's somebody else that could use it and they have something you want, like that's pretty cool. Not a bad idea. I've definitely sent some yarn away that I did not like and knew I was not going to use. It was taking up a whole shelf. I was like, no, let's get rid of that. It was only like 5 skeins, but they were like super bulky. I forgot what kind of yarn it was. It was like loops and threads, but like the really thick one. And I was like, yeah, I'm never going to use this. I bought it to make something, and then I started making it, and it was so lumpy looking, and I was like, nope. So I gave it away. Whoops, went through 2 loops, not just, or 3, just 2. Time is it? Oh, it's almost 4. Okay. Get some water. Oh, that was the 3rd. Okay, let's try to lay this down appropriately so that it won't be super tangled in just a second when I go to pick it back up. Okay. Wait, there we go. Look, cup. Oh, good, my cup's right here. I think I know kind of what you're saying, Fatima, because I feel that way about a lot of cotton yarn. I don't like a lot of cotton yarn. it's hard on my hands. I don't know. It makes my hands achy. Even blanket yarn lately has done that, which I hate because I love blanket yarn. But for some reason, I think with my tension and all that kind of stuff, it's kind of hurt me the last time I used it. But it's been a minute since I've used it again. But I also go back and forth between a lot of different yarn weights. So I don't know. But it's something about a lot of cotton. If I crochet with a lot of cotton, I'm like, can't do it. I guess it's because it's so stiff and doesn't really give. I don't know. It's my best guess. It just has like zero stretch to it. Acrylic yarn is the best. Oh, you like the acrylic? See, I like, oh, I don't know. I'm not really, I don't know. I like them all kind of for different things, except, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of cotton. I know there are some cottons that don't feel awful, but some of them don't feel great. I was looking at the 24/7 cotton. I think it's Lion Brand this morning, but I don't really love the color options. I was considering the pink one. And then I looked at the creamsicle color, and it was 2 different listings, and the 2 listings, the yarn was like 2 totally different colors. I was like, I don't know which one it is, and I like one, but I don't like the other. So, scratch that. I have to see that one in person. But the pink was okay. The orange, I could not tell what it looked like. But I feel like I've felt that 24/7 cotton, and I think it feels a little better than like peaches and cream cotton. Pretty sure. My husband loves the cloud cakes. He wants a blanket made out of those. They're just called cloud cakes, I think. But the perfect phasing cloud cakes or whatever. He really likes that. Hey, Miss Angie, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good today. I'm making a top, I hope. I'm aware that my chesticle is not this wide. It is supposed to button in the front. Let's see if it still fits, you guys. I knew that was gonna shrink. Oh. I mean, we got a sweater on, okay, but it touches. They're touching. Good. Because before it was like really big, so it did shrink a little bit. That's actually a good thing. Great, perfect, wonderful. Where'd the hook go? Uh-oh, guys. Oh shoot. Oh, right here. I was like, it can't be far. So it buttons in the front. It has buttons in the front, in theory. So that is why the cups are very far apart right now. But somehow it's supposed to work out. Oh man, we twisted. What happened? My little clippy is wrapped up in my working yarn. There we go. Anybody else? Nope. Good. But I hope you're doing good. I think, oh man, who was it? Somebody said it was going to be 70 degrees. And I was like, at the end of the week, I was like, what? Oh, I know. They were in Arkansas, that person. Okay. I was like, how? What? I want 70 degrees. But I thought of Miss Angie because Texas is usually warm. Usually. But not always. Alright guys, I'm going to go in about 5 or 10 minutes when it gets a little bit closer to 4 for me. Because that'll have been about an hour and a half or so. And then hopefully we'll be at least at the end of this chain. Back to the other little cup. And then I'll figure out, then that'll be good because then I can figure out the decreases while I'm not here. So that would be better because I have to measure, I think, and put a stitch marker at the bottom center of each cup and then put decreases there, I believe. So Something like that. 74 tomorrow. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, man. Man. Can I come over? Can I just listen? All I need to do is bring Arthur and just sit in your yard. I don't need to go inside. I just need to sit outside in the sunbeam. Oh my goodness. So jelly. My mother-in-law went to Florida when the ice storm came, and I was like, man, I'm so jealous. No fair. No fair. Oh no, Fatima. Oh no, that is Julie though. Oh, come on over. Arthur, you got your bow tie ready? You gotta look snazzy. You gotta look snazzy to meet Miss. She's got girl dogs, Arthur. He's neutered. She's got girl dogs. Don't you want a girlfriend? I know you miss your neighbor girlfriend, Gracie. I know you do. Arthur had a girlfriend once. Her name was Gracie. She was the neighbor's dog. She's a full-grown black lab. Arthur's a 15-pound Chihuahua, so. But he was in love. But she moved away. Yeah, you guys so excited to see her. Yes. So I don't know how he feels about the other Chihuahua women, but, you know, we could find out. She's got a bunch of little cuties, aren't she? She's got a Daisy and a Coco. And I think, I want to say a Lala, but I don't know if that's right. But there's another one. Why is this so warm? Arthur, is that your warmth radiating out through the blanket? I guess so. Tangled. Just trying to go around there. There we go. Oops, don't frog it by accident. There we go. We're so close to the end of the chain. To the other cup. The other coop. There we go. Ta-da. I hope that everybody has a good weekend this weekend. It's the Super Bowl. Anybody doing anything? We're having a friend over, and they'll probably spend the night. Poor kitty cat is not going to be happy because they have to sit. Well, they don't have to, but will probably sit where he likes to sit on the couch, and the cat doesn't like that very much. She's a little shy. He did really good the first time that he came over, and then the second time he came over, he was more scared of him, so I don't really know, but hopefully he'll be okay. He has his own room he can hang out in, but I want him to hang out with us. Arthur doesn't mind it. Arthur loves him. He's your buddy too. But hopefully that'll go well. Just all I'm saying is, look, I don't really care, but my husband does. So I'm really hoping the Patriots win, just because I'm going to have two very upset men folk in my home if they do not win. So let's hope for my sake that the Patriots win, just so my husband's not in a sour mood that evening. I mean, he'd be fine, but I don't think I've ever been with him when they've lost a Super Bowl, so I don't know what that's like. It would be very sad, I'm sure. Hi, Crochet with Cotton. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing well today. It's nice to see you here. See you / meet you here. Let's see. I feel like I've let it twist. Well, let's try to let it untwist. Okay, it's untwisted enough for right this minute that I can do this and go into the right spot. I tried to make sure that the chain wasn't twisted when I put it on. We'll find out in a minute, but it shouldn't be. It should just be because I have moved it so many times. It was twisted. I'm making a blanket right now. I love making blankets. They're one of my favorite things to make. Especially just like a basic little blanket and watching TV. Oh yeah. One of my favorites. I was thinking about it. I had thought about making like hexy cardigans for all the holidays, but for some reason, Valentine's Day had not crossed my mind. So I may try next year to do a pink, red, and white cardigan, or a pink, red, and purple cardigan. That might be pink, red, and purple. Maybe. I might skip the white and do pink, red, and purple instead. But I think that would be fun. I want to do a Christmas one this year, which I may honestly do in the summertime because I want it to be done before Christmas, and I know I'm going to be working on gifts around Christmas, so I may not have time to make the cardigan, and I want to be able to wear it in December. I have a Halloween one and a rainbow one and a black and white one. I need to make the rest. And a pastel one for Easter would be cool. Just so many things. Every time I wear the rainbow one, I get a lot of compliments on it. It's so bright. It's like, if you don't want anybody to see you, don't wear that. But, you know, obviously I'm not really worried about that, wearing rainbow and glitter and whatever else. I'm gonna do me. As long as I don't hurt nobody. As long as you don't hurt anybody, you do you. That's what I say. Oh, I found my yearbook quote last night. I went through there and looked at my yearbook quote because I remember it, but I couldn't remember like word for word, you know? And basically, it says, do what you believe in, or let what you believe in and what you stand for and yourself shine through every piece that you make and every word that you write. And I was like, oh, that still really applies to me today. I was like, I think it actually kind of applies to me even more now, because I feel like I do put like part of me into every little thing I make like this, you know? So I was like, that's pretty cool that still applies all these years later. Because I know some people are like, what the heck kind of quote did I pick? But I tried to pick a good one. All right. Let me see. Pattern. I was like, what am I looking for? I was going to look at the pattern really quick before I get off of here. Top. Musings. Top. Decreases. Step 3. Oh boy. Wish me luck. It's Aunt Lydia's classic crochet thread. I think size 10, I believe. Just the normal doily making size. Ooh, that would be cool. I've seen some really cool like things like that, and some really weird ones too. Like temperature things, but yet not temperature. Kind of like a temperature blanket, but it'll be like a mood blanket, or like I've even seen one that was like a pain level blanket, or I mean, just all kinds of things. God, my mood changes so much. I don't know. It would be like, could I start with one mood and end with another? Up and down and up and down. That is a cool idea. Like I said, I'd have to have like a morning mood and an evening mood or something, because it might be different, and I'd be torn about what to pick, or I'd have to like pick a time of day. Like, okay, what's my mood at this time every day? All right. Well, I'm glad I made it to the other little cup, so that means I'm ready to. Either I can't remember if I think I start the decreases now. I don't know. Anyway, I'll look at it and see. But I gotta put the stitch markers in and start decreasing around. I think I'm only gonna probably do 1 or 2 rounds of decreases and then go straight down for a little bit, and then the frilly part at the bottom, which I thought I had saved the picture. I think I did. I think it's just in my photos. Yeah. So there's this one picture of it that looks to me like you could probably turn this into a dress. Where'd it go? Hello? There it is. So there's this one picture on Etsy of it, and I'm like, this looks like they're making a dress. And I was like, so if you just keep going with the skirt or the frilly part, and because it'll have the increases in there already, and then just keep going straight down, could make a dress. We'll see how it turns out, I guess. We'll see what happens, but it's just a thought. Could be an idea for a future one, too. Yay, I'm so happy that it actually fit when I pat it on a minute ago, because I was worried it was going to get too small or something, but it actually went around me, even though I have the sweater on, so maybe it's not too bad. Good. Yay! All right, you guys. Well, we're working on it. We'll see what happens till next time, I guess, you know. But I really appreciate you guys for being here today. I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. Everybody stay safe and warm and cool and happy and all the things, you know, all the good things. But yeah, I hope you do have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't already, I would really appreciate it if you would hit the like button. And if you would like to, subscribe and turn your notification bells on so you know when I do go live next time. Hopefully, if nothing changes, it'll be Tuesday around 2-ish Eastern time. But I will make a post and let you guys know, and maybe do another like premiere kind of thing too. But yeah, I will see you guys later. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.